Hi, my loves. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. I hope you're having a beautiful and an amazing day. This is a timeless reading for the collective. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Information to book a personal reading can be found below in the description box. Let's see. Okay, I'm hearing a song. Who sings this song? I think it's Total. It's called Kissing You. So this could be about love, because I'm hearing that song, Kissing You. I just keep hearing, kissing you is all that I've been thinking of. Don't matter who knows. I don't care who sees. And thinking about you makes my life complete. And what I mean by that, my whole world changes. You make me feel things that I never felt. I want to kiss you. I want to kiss you. Okay, we have here the Knight of Air. So someone is thinking. Oh, and the Three of Swords is here in the Chariot. Awakening and the Ace of Cups. All right, so somebody is thinking the Seven of Pentacles is in the reverse. Someone is thinking that I feel like someone is making a decision. The Three of Swords is here with the Chariot, the Hangman, which is the Awakening card, and the Ace of Cups. So someone is having an awakening. They're thinking a lot about you. This could have been a situation for some where at some point you were not sure how you thought about a person or a situation, or they weren't sure. It could have had something to do with outside forces or influences, because in the song, it starts out, it doesn't matter who knows and I don't care who sees me. So something about this connection, it could be different. I'm trying to see, like in the second verses, when I'm with my friends, I'm trying to figure out a way to leave them behind just to get back to you. So, and it says, oh, you're my best kept secret. Okay, so this is somebody's feelings. They're deep thoughts about you, but somebody is keeping something to themselves. Okay, they're not telling people that they're planning to come towards you or that they feel this way about you. They ask me if I love you and I'm crazy for you. Am I crazy for you? So somebody is, oh, this is so cute. Okay, let me just get in the cards, because somebody is feeling deeply about you. I have a card deck to the side here, the Ace of Cups. But for some reason, like, somebody can't really share this, or I've been getting so many past life energies lately. It feels like something that was forbidden is presenting itself, or in a connection where there were challenges, something is now, someone isn't as concerned anymore about the obstacles or challenges. Whatever is different about two people, somebody doesn't care about it. Something about this connection could be a bit unconventional, but someone is clearly saying they don't care about who knows or who sees. Thinking about you makes my life complete. The Empress. Okay. The Knight of Swords and the Empress. So either the Empress, these are your thoughts about someone, or someone is thinking this about you. The Eight of Wands here, the Wheel card, the Death card, the Judgment card, and the Moon. Ace of Wands, Four of Wands. Ooh, something here is a sure thing. For sure, for sure, for sure. Wow. Something is about to take place. There's going to be movement here with the Wheel, where something is going to be released. I don't know what it is. I just feel that, even me personally, like, I have felt so many things happening, and I've been saying this a lot to people. That Libra full moon that we just had, there was some really powerful releasing. And I feel like this particular, like, for whatever reason, this moon, it did a deep cleansing and clearing for people, especially for a lot of divine feminines I feel like the divine feminines did a clearing of energy that now is, I mean, it happened obviously with everybody, but it's a karmic balancing. There was a reset that happened in a lot of relationships where there has been an imbalance, where the polarity has been off, or there's been power struggles. Something now is being balanced. I can see it shifting in the energy, whether it's in platonic relationships, family relationships, romantic. People are now putting their differences aside. It almost feels like it's a collective energy of reconciliation. No, I'm not referring to something that is toxic or bad, but it's an alignment. There is a shift, there is an alignment where like-minded people are aligning with their own personal wholeness and are actually attracting people that they mesh well with. And in some cases, it is going to be a reconciliation with someone that you already know, or someone, yeah. The Eight of Wands is here with the wheel. Something here is speeding up. The Three of Swords, it's like someone has experienced some type of intense sadness or pain that has really motivated them now to turn the wheel here, to move in a different direction and to release something. So something is being released and someone is facing judgment with the moon. This is awakening energy. This is reviewing and evaluating a situation, looking at all the angles of it and deciding now with the Chariot here to move in a different direction. And what someone is saying is that the direction that they're moving in, they're no longer going to be so concerned about what other people may think or how they are viewed by other people, whatever the case may be. This could be you as the divine feminine or masculine watching, but this is about really nurturing yourself, nurturing your dreams by living authentically and going after whoever or whatever it is that you want. This is a really deep sense of renewal. It's like a spiritual renewal of just looking over things and realizing that there are things in this world that you desire and that you don't want to allow other people to decide for you anymore how you should live your life. The Ace of Wands here and the Four of Wands. And I mean, in the song, she's saying, you're my best kept secret. You're my pride and joy. That's why I'm dreaming of you. And I'm obviously this is a female group, so this could be a divine feminine, which the divine feminine for some could even, it could be men, obviously, in a divine feminine energy, but it doesn't matter the sex, the gender. But someone now is looking at a situation and realizing there's something that has cleared out. And that's going to be different for everybody, but something has cleared out. There was a mindset, there was a person, there was, and I just finished doing a reading about like, some of you have been dealing with a past life wound from being persecuted for being in your purpose. For some of you, you've had relationships that were forbidden, and they were blocked because of family or religion, customs, or whatever. There's a lot of past life karmic balancing that's taking place, I see, in the collective energy, where what things that were once forbidden are now opening up because some people are choosing to clear away the past life karmic debts that have followed you into this. I mean, a lot of people, your friends, your family, a lot of your relationships, you met those people not because you were meant to spend a lifetime with them, but because you were actually meant to clear away some type of karma. So they came into your life to remind you of a situation, to remind you of who you are and your sovereignty, your power, your truth. And you've had to learn a lot of lessons, a lot of hard life lessons, but it feels as some people are finally now getting to a place of new love, new emotional experiences. Some of you, it's new gifts, or you feeling more confident about your gifts because you don't care about, you know, the people who are showing up in your life now who have persecuted you that are here now. Some of you right now, you're coming out of like some type of initiation period or dark night of the soul where you will notice that there are certain spirits. I certainly have noticed it in my own personal life where it's certain spirits that are like haunting you down and you're seeing it show up in multiple areas of your life. And that's the reason why, as I channel messages, I try to make it clear this is not just one storyline, and what you are hearing in the reading can apply to work, it can apply to family, it can apply to past, present, future, past life. These energies can apply to so many different things, and you really have to understand how to read and discern energies as well as timelines. because some of you are dealing with like some type of spiritual attack, or even like some kind of demonic affliction or oppression, where because of your calling in life, whether that's in your career or in your love life, your relationships, there are spirits that are showing up at the workplace, or in your friendship with a family member, when these different spirits really want to bind you or block you in some type of way. It shows up in all areas of your life, usually not just one. That's why you have to understand pattern recognition, understand the rhythms, the cycles, what's actually happening in your shadow, in the subconscious mind, understanding not operating in victim consciousness. Everything is not everybody's fault. And I've been saying this for years. A lot of people walk around and it's like, oh, well, I have this spiritual integrity. Don't ever think that there are not people presenting themselves to you in this life that you did not hurt or harm yourself in a past life. Every person that's karmic to you is not karmic because they did something to you. Some people, myself included, we have hurt and wounded people in a past life as well. Whether that person was hurt because you left them, you persecuted them, or whatever the case. Karma is just karma. And it doesn't really matter if it does matter if it's good or bad, but the point is, at this point, if you want to experience good karma, you're going to have to take full responsibility for what you did to other people. And you're also going to have to forgive and let go of the bitterness and the resentment from the anger that you have for what people did to you. That's the only way you're going to actually experience some level of personal freedom. And I think most people forget that part. Not everybody in your life is karmic and causing an issue to you because they did something to you. Some of these people are here reminding you of what you did to them. It's the truth. It's just it's a higher perspective. It's a different way of looking at it. Because when you can actually see that, you know what, maybe me and that person are at odds because on a soul level, it's something that I did to them. You then can extend the grace and the forgiveness to say, listen, I don't know what I did to you 100,000 years ago. Not literally 100,000 years, but I'm saying, I don't know what I did to you, but like, let's just hash it out. Because if you don't, that person is going to continue to be some kind of nuisance to you. This could be for some of you like a coworker. They're pissed off at you and you don't know why. Maybe you did something to them in a past life, and you did something that affected their empire. You just never know. Some people know if you're, depending on how tapped in you are. But I think that it's very important right now, based on what I've been seeing with this karmic balancing, this restructuring and alignment, to just really understand that it doesn't matter if you were at fault or not. The point is, you just want things to be fair so that you can have harmony. Because the Four of Wands is here with the Ace of Wands, with the awakening, the celebration, the commitment, the peace, the abundance, the strong foundation, the families, the everything comes from the awakening. Everything comes from taking a moment to reflect and to see things from a different perspective. And then we have the Ace of Cups. Yeah. Based on me channeling that song, of course, we always just think mainly about the masculine pursuing the feminine. But I think that sometimes there is an interference and a delay in the divine masculine collective having being comfortable with pursuing the feminine, because a lot of feminine energies, a lot of divine feminines are still very much caught up in bitterness, anger, and resentment from certain things. Some of you have like a divine masculine just trying to come in, but as I saw in another reading before, the ring of resentment around you is almost like a ring of fire where they can't actually get into your life. They can't really get into your energy because you're so guarded because of something that happened with someone else, or even with them in a past life. Some of you have people from a past life that are coming in. They're here to provide you with good karma. They've paid their dues and their debts. They're not your enemy this lifetime. And when you start understanding soul families, you will understand that. Some people were a past life enemy and they're here in this lifetime as a helper. And the role could be reversed. But it really does take someone to have, be able to see something from all angles. Yeah, look, see, Justice, 10 of Swords, 7 of Swords. And what I just say, the Queen of Swords. You have to be able to look through that crystal ball and actually see across all planes, timelines, and dimensions, like what exactly is going on here. Some of you have people in this, I'm telling you, multiple lifetimes of just karma. And if you've had, like, for some of you, you feel like you've had a twin flame or a soulmate that you've met up with multiple lifetimes, it's most likely true that in every lifetime you guys have had some type of struggle. And every time you meet up, you have to go through some type of karmic clearing and balancing first. There's been some kind of deception, betrayal, something that has happened. And the Queen of Swords here is saying the Queen of Swords is experienced. They are analytical. You have to now be able to look at this 10 of Swords and the 7 of Swords, whatever this painful ending is or whatever it is, and with Justice here, just call judgment on the situation and find out, okay, so what now is best for me to actually have the Ace of Cups? Do you reconcile with this person? Do you close the door to this person? Like what exactly is needed on your part to be able to move forward? And for some of you, you're needing to close the door right now to past situations because there's a new love that's coming in, whether it's someone brand new or it's someone that's trying to come in that but in a different, more aligned energy. They cannot reach you if energetically you're not available. So some of you also may have to shift your perspective because you're like, well, Divine Masculine better come and get me. Divine Masculine is wanting to come and get you, but you are so stuck in your own bitterness and regret and soul wounds and father wounds, mother wounds, and everything. Divine Masculine's like, hey, I'm trying to get there, but you've got literally like a ring of fire around you. Some of you, there's so much protection around you, but it's like, it's the difference between you having protection around you so that the wrong people can't come in versus you just being guarded and too guarded, so to the point where even the right people can't come in. And you have to find the right balance with Justice, with the balancing. Make sure that you are clear about things. Some of you, there is a ring of protection around you, and it's not allowing any person in if they're not aligned with you. Some of you, you have a person that really wants to get close to you, but your spiritual team is not allowing them to get close to you simply because they could have hurt you. They could have deceived you. They could have betrayed you in some type of way. But again, was that this lifetime, a past lifetime? Like, what happened? And is it something that you can forgive or not? If you know that, whether you want to deal with it or not, you still need to forgive the person for the sake of you being able to move forward. But somebody is like feeling a little bit lovesick. Because I'm thinking about the title of some of those other songs by Total. Like one of their other songs is Sitting Home. Like somebody may feel like they're just sitting at home. Just kind of, they have another song called Tripping, like just tripping out over you. They have another song called No One Else. Can't you see? Somebody's like, can't you see there's nobody else? I'm sitting at home tripping about you. But they don't want to go out and just scream to the world that they're in love with you because they're like, man, I don't want to look crazy. 6 of Cups is here. Wow. Somebody. Like, can't you see I'm sick over you? It's funny. Or for some of you, if it's a new person and you're just connected with them energetically, you haven't met them, they're like, there's nobody else. Can't you see that I'm ready to meet you? But I can't get in. Some of you, your spiritual team, they're not letting somebody in because they're not good for you. But for some of you, there's someone, they really do want to connect, but you may not be allowing them in. So somebody is asking someone how they feel about you. Knight of Cups here. They're emotional. They don't really know what to say. The 4 of Swords is here. Like there's been a pause, a separation, a break. The 5 of Swords here. And the 7 of Cups. Ooh, 7 of Wands. So somebody could feel as though they made a bad decision with the 4 of Swords, 5 of Swords. That they made some kind of unwise choice to do something. And this could have led to you feeling guarded and defensive. Or someone feels like someone else in your life has done something that hurts you, and now they feel like they're paying the price for it. Take it how it resonates. All of you are in different timelines. It's like somebody may really like you and they're like, I really want a chance with you, but you can't see me because you're still stuck on what someone from the past did to hurt you. Or this is someone who they have hurt you and they're really trying to prove to you that they want to come back in, but you can't see anything but red because of what they did in the past. And there's no, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. You know, you'll know. But for some of you, what I'm picking up, this may be someone who is actually quite sincere. Yeah, I don't know. You have here unity, which is the Hierophant card, Nine of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles. I also feel with this unity, Nine of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles, someone at some point could have been worried. I do feel like someone was a bit concerned about what people would say about a situation, like friends or family. And that's kind of where I feel like that past energy, an old mindset. Like, you know, well, what will people think about this situation? Or yeah, the Two of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. Now, for some, there's like a third party situation. Now, this is very specific, but this is exactly what just came into me. Some of you, it's like you and someone may have met at a time where one of you or both of you were involved with someone else. Someone could have even become like a widow or divorced. And they're worried, or you're worried, or what are people going to say about this situation if we come out together? Whatever this is, it has a lot to do with how other people will see this situation. And again, I feel like something here that is now being divinely guided, it was once forbidden, or you had the mindset that it was forbidden. And now someone's like, well, I don't care what anybody has to say about it. We're in a different time. There's a different timeline, a new era, a new way of thinking. Now, for some of you, this is a matter of like you and someone have kept a relationship secret or private for whatever reason, and you're concerned about how people will see the two of you coming out publicly in an open, exclusive type of relationship for whatever reason. Maybe somebody was married, it was a third party situation. For some of you, it could be a same-sex situation or something. Age difference, it's something different where you're like, I don't know what people may think about this, but I feel like someone is finally letting go of that. That has a lot to do with it, though. I keep looking at that unity card. Some of you are worried about whether or not this connection will allow you to still have unity. Is it going to create some kind of challenge or separation, or will everybody be accepting of it? The Ace of Pentacles is here with the Ace of Wands. So I think with the Four of Wands, some of you, I feel like you're kind of stressed out about something that you can release. Whatever it is with this connection, for many of you, it's something that is divinely guided and protected. You're going to get whatever is best for you in this situation. Now, it may not look the way that you thought it would look, but I feel that in the end, you're still going to end up being very happy. Now, I'm not saying that you may not lose some people. I'm not saying that you may not get some awkward stares or anything. But in the end, at the end of the day, you're going to be happy because the Ace of Pentacles is here, the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. With the Hangman, the Awakening, and the Chariot. It's saying moving forward towards true love is going to lead to you having passion, prosperity, and abundance in your life that I feel like it's worth the challenge, or it's worth the wait, or whatever this is. It's not for a lot of other people to understand or accept. See, the Dreamer is here. Yeah, this is taking a leap of faith. Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles here, the King of Wands and the Nine of Wands. And somebody is not giving up. Somebody is fully invested. They're not giving up. The Eight of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. This is someone working very, very hard. Someone has worked hard to master themselves, The King of Wands, someone could have been working very hard on like business or their career, their goals, their finances, just to ensure that, you know, this card says idealistic. That's what this is about. Someone is wondering, like, do they meet the standards, the expectations, or something here? I don't feel like it is ideal for most people, but it's, you know how we say like perfectly imperfect. It's not ideal. It's not something that perhaps is widely accepted, but it works for you. But I feel that someone has been working very hard to ensure that they can show up as more of the ideal type of person. So with like pentacle, all these pentacles here, let's say if someone felt as though financially you were not equally yoked, it's like this person is working very, very hard now to step into this very ambitious, assertive energy so that things are balanced. And that's what like the justice, that's what that Libra energy is about, is balance. And a lot of people, when they saw like full moon in Libra, it's like, well, justice, justice, justice. And people were thinking, you know, more of the bad karma and, you know, vindication. But Libra energy has a lot to do also with like divine feminine energy, love, and relationships. So a lot of people made very firm decisions about choosing to leave relationships or go towards relationships, reconcile or heal relationships. That is the energy that is like really strong in the collective right now. So somebody is realizing that they don't want to let something go, but they also realize that something in the connection is not ideal, and so they're trying to fix whatever that is. So some of you, like in the connection, you're not going out, or, you know, it's something is secret or it's private, and it's like someone's like, well, no, we need to change that. And maybe it's because of finances or whatever, for whatever reason, someone is saying we need to get to the bottom of it because they realize that they don't want to be without you, or this is what you realize about this person. Yeah, you have here the Queen of Cups and the Hermit and the Ace of Swords, the Three of Pentacles. Some of you may have just disconnected. Yeah, and here is the Tower card. You may have disconnected from somebody because the situation for you is not ideal. Some of you have a person now, they realize that whatever was happening, you shifted in some way, and the only way they'll have access to you and the only way they can get around their ring of fire of protection is if they come correct. And so it looks like somebody is making the decision now after a Tower. Yeah, the King of Swords here, they're making a decision. Because the Queen of Swords is looking at the Ten of Swords and the Seven of Swords and the Justice. The Queen of Swords is saying something here is painful. It has ended. You don't like it. And so justice is, it has to be made right. Sometimes making a situation right is not always leaving it behind. Sometimes it really is a mindset adjustment or character development or whatever the case is. For some of you, this is a person that is saying, okay, you don't like something, and I guess I don't have a choice now but to fix it. Because it's almost like someone's the option of you not being together and coming together, that is no longer an option. Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles, the World, and the Emperor. And here is the King of Cups. So the King of Cups is here, the Hermit with the Emperor. Yeah, somebody has gone into hermit mode, working as the Emperor. The Ace of Swords is here with the World, and then the Three of Pentacles with the Queen of Pentacles. The 8 and the 9 of Pentacles here, I feel like there's a feminine energy that is really, really focused on career, finances, and work. And there's a divine masculine energy that has been building, hoping for a new opportunity or experience. Somebody out here could want to have the birth of a relationship, a child. The Ace of Cups is here. Yeah, see, the Page of Pentacles is in the reverse and the King of Cups in the reverse. You've denied access to somebody. Somebody tries to come towards you, Knight of Swords, Two of Cups in the reverse, and they were denied. So they have now decided, Eight of Cups here, to go on, but to work hard at matching you as the star. Because the sun is in the reverse, this part, the sun and moon is in the reverse. Somebody, they're miserable without you. Somebody feels like they cannot be an emperor if they're not with you. And the Ace of Swords is in the reverse. You're not talking to this person, but it's still a connection here. The Lovers. Okay. So somebody has realized after perhaps you put that ring of fire around you, they cannot get into your energetic field. And in some cases, someone would just say, okay, well, fine, it's over. This person's like, no, I have to do whatever it takes for me to get through that ring of fire. So they need to cross the burning sands to make their way back to you. And I feel like someone is in this divine feminine energy. If you're just receiving, you're sitting back like, okay, yeah, single. For some of you, this is someone that cannot come back towards you. For some of you, it is. Look at that. Finances, rare gift, and the star here. Some of you are for sure, you're in an energy of really, really working on yourself. You have a rare gift, talent, some kind of ability. You're working on making your own money. You're the star. You could be becoming more popular. Maybe you're going out more, but you're living your life. You're working on yourself. So you separating yourself and choosing to work on yourself and your finances and everything else. Someone is watching you and they want to make an offer to you. Okay, now some of you have someone that's watching you and they don't want to let you go. And they know that there is someone that's coming in that's going to make an offer. I just feel that some of you have stepped away from everything. You're working on yourself and people are noticing. It's either encouraging some people to try to bind themselves to you, but it's encouraging some people to really elevate so that they can actually, like I said, get through their ring of fire. Their ring of fire that's around you right now is there. It's a hedge of protection. It's gonna keep you from stepping outside of it into the wrong thing, and it's not letting anything that's not for you step into it. So some of you right now, there's something that you really want, and it's almost like how when you say that prayer, like, God, don't let anything that's not for me come into my life. It's like God heard that prayer. Nothing at all can come into your life that's not aligned. It doesn't matter how much someone likes you, loves you, wants to be with you. If in fact they don't align with God's perfect will for your life, they cannot get around that hedge of protection. Relocation is here. See, finances and relocation. For some of you, that could be the thing. Maybe someone is at a distance or it's something with money or finances. And it's like, well, this really isn't ideal. It's not really ideal for us to be in this kind of situation, being at a distance, or you travel all the time for work or something. Someone is like, well, trial and error. They're like, well, let's just try to figure it out. Let's see how we can do this, because in the future, someone is seeing you guys starting a family. Yeah, someone's whole mindset has completely shifted, being without you, because they feel like you're keeping secrets. They feel like you're moving in silence, but they know that while you're moving in silence, renewal is here. They know something has changed because that ring of fire is around you. So in other words, someone knows your standards, your values, and everything else has changed. The devil is in the reverse. Somebody cannot come to you in the energy that they once came to you. The Nine of Wands is here. They've run out. They've exhausted all of their options. They either can present you with something that is aligned with God's will for your life, that's equal give and take, it's reciprocal, and it adds value, or this cycle is going to be permanently closed. The World is here with the Six of Swords, but you're not stressing over this anymore. You've already turned the wheel, and now somebody is fighting. Five of Swords, but for some of you, this is two different people. Somebody is fighting to get in their ring of fire, and someone is being banned from ever coming in because they betrayed you. So someone is the reason why the ring of fire went up, and somebody else is trying to get through it. They both want to get, everybody wants to get past this ring of fire, this hedge of protection around you. You're being saved, you're being preserved, you're being protected for something very special, or someone very special. Dating is here. So you have a lot of people right now that's like, I'm really missing you energetically, but I feel here, look, dating round and round in isolation. Someone made you feel rejected, or you're coming out of isolation and you're beginning to date now. You're really just working on yourself. You're being flexible, keeping an open mind. You thought that something from the past had potential, or something from the past or a past life, it does have potential. But at the same time, here it is. There's boundaries up. Nobody can get past these boundaries because those boundaries are up that hedge your protection to ensure that you do not go back into a karmic cycle that needs to close. So lightning here, deep thinking and soulmate. Somebody right now is thinking heavily about this, and they're stressed out because they know that before, whatever they was offering, it lacked stability and security. Something was up in the air. So now you're focusing on just receiving good news, being in leadership and working on yourself. Something here will manifest in divine timing. And someone, literally, this man, he has to go to God to get to you. He has to go to God to get through that ring of fire, or there is no access. Yeah, crossroads here, an alien. This is pretty much like, guys, like, this person is, they're an alien. They're from a foreign place. Like, they cannot step into they cannot step into this orbit with you. They cannot, somebody can't orbit around in your energy anymore. Whatever, it's like your energy, I'm hearing someone, your energy is now foreign to them. Where when it was once so familiar, your energy has become foreign to somebody. And this is shocking. Someone is like, wait, I feel like someone has been trying to get into your energetic field and they can't. They just can't. So someone has absolutely lost access. Like I said, someone is the reason why you put up the ring of fire. Somebody else is trying to fight to get through it. But I feel like the person is trying to fight to get through it. It's like, can you just keep in mind that I'm not the reason why you did this? So you right now are shedding. You're about to go about life differently. You're going to go do relationships and love in a different way because you have a new set of standards, expectations. And some of you, like I said, where it feels like something is forbidden, maybe you now are going to be more open to something that's new. You don't want anything toxic. You're just open to a brand new type of love. But you're going to have to learn to balance your, I want to, it's like find the sweet spot of how to balance your boundaries. Because some of you, you have the wall up so high that it could become like it's a difference between something being like a barrier and a blockage. It's like you want to have boundaries, but it's certain things in your life you don't want to completely block them. But it's understandable why you want there to be a barrier between you and certain things. I don't know how to explain it. It's like some things it's like a red light and a yellow light. Some stuff it's a hard stop, and some things it's like it's just a yield, slow down. So maybe someone new, you're like, just yield, slow down. But for somebody, it's a hard no, it's a stop. It's like what I'm saying right now. It's like, you know how certain areas, it's like there's an area in your life where if it was a car in traffic, in this area, there's been multiple like hit and runs, multiple accidents. And finally, the city, the state, whatever, they decided to put a red light or a stop sign there. That's what has happened with you. Somebody has ran that light so many times that now literally God, your spiritual team, they have come in. There's yields, stop signs, a light, and everything, and a camera as well. It's like, this is a violation. You cannot say that you did not see that light. You cannot say that you didn't see the yield sign. You cannot say that you didn't see the stop sign. We now have you on camera. So you have someone that has violated your energy multiple times, and now this hedge of protection is in place. Everything is good as long as people follow the rules, right? As long as you don't run the light, you're good. You stop, you yield, you're good. So it's like new people in your life are going to have to adjust to this stop, like being there. Even people who've been there. You know, again, just think about it. If you were in traffic, it's like that stop sign was never there, but you eventually learn. You're gonna have to slow down in the area where you once used to drive a certain speed in the area. There's a stop sign now. you're gonna eventually adapt to the habit of naturally just slowing down in that area. Some of you in your dating life, your love life, you're realizing that going towards lust and toxicity, you need to slow down. And it feels like if there was a problem for you, your spiritual team is coming in, making sure that you just don't step outside of that hedge of protection anymore. Like I said, it's like you can't step out of it and people can't step into it either. Because now there's repercussions to violating this. It's no more just hit and run and well, nobody's looking. It's like, no, you know what this is? This feels to me like conviction. And conviction is different for every person. Some of you, there's something that you've been doing, and finally the conviction is loud enough for you to say, I really need to stop doing that, because you know the dangers of it. And y'all can use your imagination as to what this is for a lot of people. This is saying now you're moving differently. You're going to go about relationships differently. Some people, it's like you quickly move in with people, or you quickly let your boundaries down. You quickly allow people to come into your personal space. You quickly sleep with people. So it's like something is saying, okay, you've done this so many times and it has ended the same way so many times. Now it's a hard stop. Do not do this again. It's like you cannot violate yourself, but nobody else can violate you. So something has been put in place to stop all violations. You're going to be penalized if you break this, and so will somebody else. Their hedge of protection is they're now saying, if you step outside of it, you're not protected. If somebody steps inside of it, there's repercussions, there's consequences. So this is something this is like a spiritual enforcement, like something is being enforced according to the law or spiritual laws. That's justice energy though. Libra energy. Look at that. King of Swords in reverse. Libra, 8 of Swords. Someone out here, the King of Swords in reverse, they're not discerning, or they don't have mental clarity. If you deal with this type of energy, you're going to end up stuck in some kind of rut. You have someone that's coming in they're going to treat you as an empress. Someone out here who doesn't have, what's the word I want? The King of Swords, someone who has no integrity. They can't come towards you. You're going to have to take things slow with the Knight of Cups and allow someone to come in and act like an actual decent person. Yeah, see, trapped here. Stuck, no options, waves and emotions, suffering and silence, love affair, family, and vacay. Some of you guys, you want family. You want to have a nice life. A person that you've been experiencing some kind of love affair or secret relationship with or something like that. You could have emotions for this person, or they may be in some kind of deep emotions about you. But Spirit is saying, no, this is over. This situation is going to make you hit rock bottom. You need to stop and smell the roses, get grounded in life, and go towards something new. For some of you, this could be a family member. Somebody just keeps violating you. They keep disrespecting you. Yeah, you have someone out here that's definitely in wishful thinking. They really want to connect with you, but you've blocked them. And someone is shocked, like, I cannot believe you blocked me. They feel very left out. They're stuck in wishful thinking, but you have a soulmate that's coming in. And some of you, this soulmate is a past life soulmate. They want a second chance with you, but you have more of like a karmic soulmate that also wants a second chance with you. So I feel like this chaotic situation, it was a stepping stone situation for you. It was something to teach you a lot of lessons. It may have been fun and flirty and exciting, but it was probably some kind of third party situation. And Spirit is saying, no, karmic justice here. You're going to rebuild and go into another phase of life now. But here's that evil eye. And evil eye is about protection and the love. You have to protect your energy and yourself now from things that are low vibrational. Yep. Definitely. If somebody out here just, they just lack integrity, or you're just not on the same page. And that connection, whatever the temptation is from that person, it has possibly been blocking you from something that is of a higher vibration and more aligned with you. And now it's finally time to say, listen, you can't take part in this, whether it's with a past person or even with someone that you're dealing with now. It just, the rules are changing. Yeah, the rules are just changing. It's like, you know how you did it before, but not anymore. And I do feel like someone also has even received like a divine shift or calling with God. They're saying to stop being open to certain things. And it's an adjustment. A lot of you, this is, yeah. It's just, I'm telling you, it's the hedge of protection. And someone has to go through God to get to you. They have to do it the right way. Or else there's nothing. Yeah, passion here. And it says sad news. See, some of you, this is something about lust, something sexual. You got to stop doing this with somebody or doing it a certain way, or what, you know, it's different for everybody. Like I said, everybody has different convictions. But when you realize how chaotic something is for you, that's going to give you the key to understanding. Some of you, yeah, this is about a soul tie. You have a soul tie with somebody. It may seem fun or whatever, but the chaos that comes with it, it's not worth it. Your energy is being spread thin across too many different things here, but all because of this dirty little secret with somebody. Somebody is suffering in silence because you decided to cut it off. I don't think they're suffering in silence. I think it's real loud. But I just feel like in the future, there is something for you that requires you to cut this off. Either with a past person or with someone you're currently with. And if it's someone that you're currently with, like I said, you guys, you have an opportunity to come to an agreement to get on the same page about it. But if they don't want to, then they're just going to be removed. All right, well, I'm going to leave it there. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Information to book a personal is below. Always go within so that you never go without. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.